If you weren't aware of all these most dangerous places to visit in the world and had them in your bucket list all this time, you are in for a surprise. Let's have a look at most deadliest places on the planet. Death Valley. If the Earth is our home, then Death Valley is its scorching hot oven. This stunning desert holds the record for the highest temperature ever recorded on our planet, 134 Fahrenheit. No matter how tough you are, the blazing sun and searing heat of Death Valley will make you exhausted very quickly. Without water, you can live here for only 14 hours. The Danakil Desert, Eritrea. Baking temperatures that often top 120 Fahrenheit. Numerous active volcanoes, geysers that spit toxic gases. It's hard to imagine a more brutal landscape than Africa's Danakil Desert. Most people will probably consider this terrible place as a literal hell on earth, but it still attracts a lot of brave adventurers from all around the world. Mount Washington. The summit of Mount Washington holds the record for the fastest winds on the surface of Earth. The highest recorded speed here is 203 miles per hour. The strong winds, however, are not the only concern in this area. The freezing temperatures that can drop as low as -40 degrees and continuous heavy snowfalls make Mount Washington a very dangerous place. Sinabung Volcano, Indonesia. This is an active volcano situated on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Eruptions occur here very frequently, often leaving thousands of people without shelter or livelihood. The nearby towns and villages have been completely covered in lava and ash several times already. In 2010, 13, 14, and 15. The latest explosion occurred on February 27, 2016, and no one knows what will happen here tomorrow. Ardicoemeda Grande, Snake Island in Brazil. Hidden somewhere off the coast of Brazil, this island is widely recognized as the most dangerous place on the planet. The reason is that this place is full of one of the most venomous snakes in the world. Researchers estimate that about 5 snakes per square meter live on the island. There are several stories of people succumbing to the deadly predators in no time at all. Valley of Death, Russia. The Kamchatka Peninsula in the Russian Far East also has its own Death Valley. It's located not far from the famous Valley of Geysers. High concentrations of toxic gases found in this area pose a serious threat to every living thing. Plants and animals die quickly, while people soon start to feel unwell and get a fever, dizziness, and chill. Bikini Atoll. Lost somewhere in the ocean, this island looks like a paradise, doesn't it? But Bikini Atoll was actually a home to numerous nuclear testing programs that turned the picturesque islands of Bikini into a radioactive wasteland. The inhabitants were forced to abandon their homes, and even today, this remains hazardous for living organisms. Elephant Kingdom. Elephant Kingdom, Thailand. At a crocodile farm, the owner leases out a small semi-closed raft space for tourists to come, visit, see, and feed the crocodiles. The raft is a thin wooden one balanced on plastic barrels and has net enclosure halfway around it. The shack has a roof too. The people get inside the enclosure and are given fishing rods to feed the crocodiles. Chernobyl. The Chernobyl disaster was a nuclear accident that occurred on Saturday, April 26, 1986, at the number 4 nuclear reactor in the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. The dosimeter showed 15,000 Roentgen. Since then, the site has become severely nuclear radioactive. The incident itself is classified as the worst nuclear incident in the world. Sahel. Bordering the famous Sahara Desert of Africa is the region of Sahel. Humans have exploited the area's limited water resources. Instead of making fair use of their resources, they have been very careless exploiting it. No form of life can thrive here for long due to the unavoidable risk of drought and famine.